Right now you are sitting completely still, but inside you hides a weapon older than words. You think you laugh because things are funny. You don't. Most times you laugh, no joke was told. Your laughter is hiding something far stranger. And once you see what it really is, you will never hear your own laugh the same way. So let's start with one simple question. When do people actually laugh? Decades ago, a scientist named Robert Provine, working at the University of Maryland, decided to spy on ordinary human laughter. His team secretly followed people in public. Shopping malls, sidewalks, parties, busy streets. They wrote down every single laugh they heard. Over 1,200 real conversations. Then they checked what came right before each laugh. What they found was almost unbelievable. Fewer than 1 in 5 laughs followed a joke. Most laughter followed the most boring lines. Lines like, "see you later," or "where were you?" Nothing funny at all. And still, they laughed. Because laughter was never really about comedy. It is about the person standing next to you. Provine found you are 30 times more likely to laugh with others than when you're alone. Laughter is a bridge thrown between two minds. Provine noticed something even stranger. Laughter almost never interrupts our sentences. It slips quietly into the gaps between them. Like punctuation, it lands at the natural pauses. And the speaker laughs more than the listener does. We use it to smooth and shape our talking. It is less a reaction and more a language. And that bridge is far older than you think. Long before you could speak a single word, before you understood what a joke even was, you could already laugh out loud. Infants begin laughing at around 4 months old, long before their very first words. Even children born both blind and deaf still laugh, having never once seen or heard it done. Laughter is not taught. It is built into us. Watch any group of close friends carefully. The laughter rarely follows the funniest words. It follows the warmest moments instead. It is the sound of, "we are okay together." So just how far back does it really reach? To find out, one researcher had a wild idea. Her name was Marina Davila-Ross. Working at the University of Portsmouth, she did something that sounds like a prank. She gently tickled young apes, orangutans, gorillas, chimpanzees, and bonobos. She carefully recorded every sound they made. Then she built a family tree of laughter itself. The branches match the path of evolution exactly. Human and ape laughter grow from a single root. One common ancestor, millions of years ago, which means laughter is older than humanity. Listen closely to a tickled chimpanzee. It sounds like rough panting, breathing in and out. Human laughter smoothed that panting into a song. Our closest match is the bonobo and the chimp. The same joyful noise, shaped over 10 million years. It traveled from the trees all the way to you. We did not invent it. We inherited it. Which brings us back to tickling itself. Tickling may be the oldest laughter of all. You laugh even when you don't want to. You laugh even when you truly hate it. Now try something for yourself. Tickle your own ribs. Go on. Absolutely nothing happens. You physically cannot tickle yourself. But why on earth not? In 1998, Sarah Jane Blakemore at University College London found the answer. Deep at the back of your brain sits the cerebellum. It quietly predicts your every single move. When your own hand reaches up to tickle you, your brain already knows exactly what's coming, so it cancels the feeling before it even lands. Tickling needs surprise, and your brain erases it. But another person's hand is unpredictable. Your brain cannot cancel what it cannot predict. So out it comes. Helpless, uncontrollable laughter. And tickling lives in very specific places. The ribs, the feet, the neck, the belly. Strangely, these are the body's softest parts. The very places you would protect in a fight. But why would tickling make us laugh at all? Many scientists think it is a mock attack. A safe rehearsal of danger between people who trust. That's why it only works with someone you trust. A stranger doing it feels like a real threat. Laughter says clearly, this is play, not war. And this ancient signal runs all through nature. Meet another scientist named Jaak Panksepp. He tickled rats in his laboratory. And the little rats chirped happily back. 50 kilohertz, far too high for us to hear. A hidden giggle, living above human hearing. The rats chased his hand, begging for more. They laughed during play, exactly like we do. The youngest rats loved being tickled the most. They even bonded with the person tickling them. But add a bright light or a cat's scent, and the giggling stopped at once. Joy, it turns out, needs to feel safe. Laughter is a mammal's oldest word for joy. But human laughter quietly split into two kinds. Sophie Scott studies this at University College London. There is the real, helpless, can't-breathe laugh, and the polite, social laugh we choose to make. Your brain tells them apart in an instant. Real laughter is involuntary. It simply leaks out. The social laugh is a tool, a kind of glue. In 2005, Gervais and Wilson argued these two laughs evolved separately. The real one is ancient, from the deep brain. The social one is newer and far more clever. One says, I feel joy. The other says, I am with you. You can hear the difference for yourself. A fake laugh is too even, too controlled. A real one cracks, gasps, and falls apart. And here comes the strangest part of all. Laughter is contagious, just like a yawn. Hearing a laugh primes your brain to join in. It is why shows add laugh tracks underneath jokes. Your brain can barely resist the pull. Place one laughing person inside a quiet room, and soon the entire room is shaking with it. Laughter spreads because it was built to spread, and sometimes it spreads completely out of control. In 1962, something bizarre happened. At a small school in Tanganyika in East Africa, a few students began to laugh uncontrollably. It spread to others, then leapt to nearby villages. The laughing fits dragged on for days and weeks. Several schools were forced to close their doors. Over 1,000 people were swept into it. No joke caused it, just laughter feeding laughter. But why did evolution work so hard on this? Because laughter quietly does something to your body. Robin Dunbar at the University of Oxford tested what happens when groups laugh together. After laughing, people could endure far more pain, around 10% more on average. Laughter floods you with the body's own opioids, the very same chemicals that bond close friends. So a shared laugh is a kind of chemical handshake. It quietly says, we belong to the same group. And in a dangerous world, belonging meant survival. This is why we crave laughing with other people. A laugh shared makes pain and fear feel lighter. It is the cheapest medicine our species ever found. So think about what your laughter truly is. It is not really a reaction to a clever joke. It is a signal far older than language itself, older than humans, older than every word. A sound your ancestors made in the dark, millions of years before they could ever speak, just to say three simple things to each other. I feel safe. This is play. You are not alone. You never learned that. You were born with it. It survived every war, every winter, every loss, passed down through 1,000 quiet generations, all the way to the laugh inside your chest right now. So the next time it bursts out of you, remember, it was never really about the joke. Comedians, in a way, are just the newest trick, a clever new key to a very ancient lock. The real magic was never inside the joke. It is the oldest way we ever found to say, I am here and you are not alone.